Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining my podcast, The Digital Revolution. My name is Priya Rao, and I'm logging in from Berlin. Today's topic is something so close to my heart, and this is something which was the main reason for me to get started in my podcasting journey, guys. Since last year, I have been really planning to figure out. I have been totally spooked by this topic, and it has been on my mind for a very, very long time, guys. For those of you who know me, they know how kicked I am about this entire topic and how hungry I feel I am. The more I learn, the less I feel I know, because it's a vast ocean of knowledge and it is so exciting, guys. For those of you who enjoy learning on the go, this is the time, and we are in such an exciting times of our lives. So today's episode is the AI powered entrepreneur and how you can future proof your income and stay ahead in 2025 and beyond. Now, during my discussion with Kai, my chat GPT, about what should be the kind of topic and what should be the right kind of content, because it is AI and I don't want to invent dialogues here. I wanted to take it straight from Kai and exactly find out what could be the things that could be coming in and what are the things that we can be prepared for. So one aspect is that we are already reading a lot of news coming our way that, AI, artificial intelligence, is going to transform into artificial general intelligence. And I have actually also discussed it in one of my episodes. So today's topic is about AI, artificial intelligence. Now, we all know AI is already changing the world. And it's only a matter of time that you will see an acceleration of AI's adoption, AI's prevalence across so many industries. If you are a student or a working professional looking for a job switch, or someone planning their career for the next 5 to 10 years, guys, you must understand that how AI is reshaping the whole industry and how many industries are getting affected by it. Or let me say it like this, how many industries are getting positively impacted by it, right? The question isn't, will AI replace jobs? But how can I use AI to stay ahead in the game? Now, during my discussion with Kai over AI's relevance and what should be kept in mind and what should be the time frame that we should look at, because in some of my previous episodes and also as you see it splashed across the internet, that how we are talking about 100 years getting compressed to few decades and how few decades are getting compressed into few years now. We are already talking about 4-year lifespans of the whole revolution, whether it is digital or something else. The whole progress of humanity is being looked at in 4-year time frames. This is likely to definitely reduce as we move forward. So during my discussion with Kai in the last few days, while I was preparing for this episode, my intention was not to scare you about what to expect in 2025, but what to be prepared for by the time it is going to be 2030. Now, why AI won't steal your job, but smarter person using AI will, right? So this is what we have to know. Now, everything is moving in an AI space. Now, AI is not replacing jobs, guys. So ever since I have gotten into this entire digital landscape, which I was totally looking at in a consumer way, and now I'm looking at this digital landscape from a creator's perspective, I realized that there was so much happening in this AI space and so much was getting developed on a completely different dimension. I call it the fifth dimension, because artificial intelligence is creating jobs in an online space, on a digital space, where you are physically not required to be in a job. You could be doing that same job from a remote location. Your presence or absence doesn't make a difference because it is so advanced and technology driven programs. So people who have heard my previous podcast know about this, and this is a line which really shook me, guys, and probably it was a sign from my universe to get started with my learning process. 2025 is going to be the last normal human year, guys. Let this sink in. AI is changing everything. And how is AI already being integrated into workplaces, freelancing, and businesses? Why AI is not the enemy, but a tool to enhance productivity. So my first part of this episode is going to be talking about 2025's perspective and what's changing right now. Now, some of the key shifts happening immediately between 2024 and 2025, guys, is industries are being transformed. AI is disrupting customer service, coding, marketing, finance, and content creation. In an ongoing attempt to, when I'm talking to students and when students ask me what is the right kind of a course I can take up, I end up giving them a homework, because it's important that we don't suggest the students what kind of studies that they need to do. It is time for them to figure out what are they really good at. because we as adults have our own limited way of belief, our limited way of thinking about careers. We need to get out of the way for the youth to decide what is it that they want to do, because a lot is changing in a digital space and they are somehow adept at figuring out what is the right information and they are able to get to that information. Now, there is a rise of artificial intelligence assisted roles. I have been talking about it in few of my previous episodes as well. Employees who use AI tools will be 10 times more productive than those who do not. So you need to decide what part of this entire space, the job market or the new careers which are going to evolve with AI coming in, you need to decide which side of the whole game are you going to be on. Companies are prioritizing AI skills today. You should know this. Even me, while I have a small company which is set up and trying to bring in students into Germany, and while I continue to help, but the people I want to hire now in my team, they are not people who I want to be regular accountants or regular marketing people. I am already looking for people who are adept at AI, who are adept at certain softwares. I want them to know when starting to work on my project. So employers are shifting from degree-based selections, degree-based hiring to skill-based hiring, guys. And this is going to be the norm as we move forward in our lives. Do you know the biggest mistake most people are making today? They are ignoring AI instead of adapting to that. I want to also burst some myths today. AI won't take all the jobs, guys. This is another myth that the people are thinking that AI is going to take up all the jobs, but low skilled, repetitive roles are fast disappearing from the job market. Now, these are many types of jobs which are possible, which are likely to totally be extinct. And it is not something we should be shocked 1 year down the line. It is something that we can start preparing for and figuring out if we are ready for that kind of a skill. For students listening to my podcast today, I always want to say this. If you are aspiring for that particular job, that beautiful job that it was always on your mind that you wanted to be there, guys, start looking at what LinkedIn is putting up as a job description. Find out if you are already skilled at that. There could be new skills already popping up. I can assure you, if you are somebody who's either in your first year of your studies or you're about to graduate in the next 6 months, guys, you will already see there is a massive shift happening in what is required from a candidate, what is expected out of these students, and what are they required to know as in terms of skills, which is going to be the need of the hour. They don't care what degrees you are bringing on board. I'm seeing this across the internet. People with or without degrees, companies do not care what kind of degrees you have, but they really care if you have a skill-based profile. Now, what can you do now to stay ahead? I always say this, consistency compounds. If you can figure out a way to start dedicating 15 to 20 minutes of your day every day on a minimum, guys. If you can find more time, please find more time and go deep down into learning every day. Dedicate 1 to 2 hours minimum to educate yourself. This will have a compounding effect in your life, guys. What you learn today, you might not see an immediate result, but 1 year down the line, 3 years down the line, this will have a compounding effect on your careers, guys. So to begin with, what you can start doing immediately today is start using AI tools. Tools like ChatGPT, tools like Midjourney, tools like Notion AI, in your daily work. It is really important that you start doing it. Now, if you are a student and you are using ChatGPT, now this is not something which is advisable. Like many of the universities I have worked in, they end up always saying that why should students be given an exposure of ChatGPT? I believe by closing our eyes to what is happening in the world and saying that, okay, this is going to be a plagiarized report, I'm not saying that go and copy everything from ChatGPT. But if you have a line of thought, you can always use a tool. I use it like a tool which can give you semblance to your disarrayed thoughts. And you can actually figure out what are the ways in which you can put together a piece of information and present it in a smart way. In the process, if you look at ChatGPT as not something that you're copying from, but if you look at it like a teacher, somebody who's going to teach you as you move forward. And I say this, guys, when you start using AI profusely across your job, across your studies, please be cordial with the AI. If you are scared that AI is going to be like that gory, scary movies that we end up watching, that how they are mistreating human beings, then I suggest, guys, do use a lot of please, do use good cordial language and train your AI, which is going to serve you. I hope you understand that individually we are all going to be using AIs which are customized for our requirements, right? Now start experimenting with automation to free up some time for creative activities or high impact tasks. Now, when you could be an individual in a corporate company and you are required to do some kind of presentations, this time, instead of doing something boring, use some kind of a animation in your presentations. You can use Canva to do that, or you can use some kind of a hooks in your presentation so that everybody is rapidly listening to your presentations, right? You can make it more exciting because AI is here, guys. This is the time to start using it. I'm also going to be discussing about another timeline. Now, while we were talking about 2025, I also wanted people who are not ready yet and who are still trying to overcome this fear of AI already being here, not knowing what is about to happen, guys. So sometimes I believe when you face the fear, there are ways of facing the fear, and the best way to face this fear is to learn from it, right? In today's episode, I'm going to talk about what AI will do in the 2030 perspective, how to prepare for the long run. Now, how will AI change work and careers by 2030? Number one, AI will become an invisible assistant in most of the careers, guys. You can take up anything. It could either be a form of chat GPT for drafting your emails, or it could be a kind of mid-journey that you're using to create some, make some creatives for your presentations. It could be in any form, guys. You might end up having a chatbot in your company website, which is going to do all the talking with customers, right? There could be a lot happening. So AI will be part of most of the careers. Now, the rise of solopreneurs and AI because of this automation is heavy, guys. It's rampant. If you have a look at the whole internet space, there is a massive increase. AI will become an invisible. There is a rise of solopreneurs and AI. We all know that. In the digital space, there is automation happening across businesses where people are not required to be in front of their computers answering emails or responding back to messages, where even on your Facebook, on your Insta, there are automations already in place. They are called funnels, and there are email automations already in place. So if a customer buys something, he gets an email, and then once the customer is part of the funnel, he continues to get different types of email communications throughout the customer lifetime. Moving forward, by the time it is going to be 2030, you can expect remote jobs first will be an option because AI would drive the work environments and will dominate. Guys, we need to get prepared for this. This is really important. It is possible that for those of you who want to go to an office space and feel good about it, it is very, very possible that there might be really very few people sitting in offices. I think this is something Corona also taught us, right? So when there was Corona happening around the globe, so many companies reduced the number of hours of coming back to work and to 1 day or 2 days. In Germany, many of these companies continued with the trend because they realized that when people are sitting at home, there is less electricity, there is less operations costs happening for these companies. And interestingly, they said there was this research conducted by the human resource, and they spoke about how the number of leaves that the employees are now taking has reduced to really very less because people are not falling sick anymore. And even if they are sick, they are at home. So there is hardly anybody who is sick. But yes, this is AI is going to be dominating in the coming years, guys. And it is something we need to get prepared for. Now, this is a question many people ask, that will traditional 9-to-5 jobs still exist in 2030? Of course, there will be very fewer full-time employees and very few full-time jobs available. There will be a lot more contract-based jobs. There would be gigs and project-based work like freelancers on platforms like Upwork or Fiverr, as also recently declared by Reid Hoffman. He spoke by 2034, people are either going to be freelancers or they will be business owners running businesses, either as solopreneurs or as entrepreneurs on a larger scale. Now, there is a hybrid AI human team, which are going to be the future of work, guys, which will be the standard in almost every industry. You can expect to see a lot of robots working with you. If some of you have seen that interesting video of the Sheikh in Dubai, who was seen walking around with a robot, a large robot behind him. So that is a possibility. They are already predicting that by 2027, there would be robots all around on the streets, all probability. And it could be like a scene from the Star Wars. Now, what you can do to future-proof your career for 2030. This is something I'm personally working on, and while I'm documenting all of my journey through a podcast, and I want to look back 1 year from now and really feel good that, okay, I started someplace and I'm developing my skills. This is something I'm doing every day, guys. I'm trying to develop my skills on a daily basis. I'm trying to develop a personal brand. This is going to be the future. When you don't have a large, big company to show on that visiting card, and if that visiting card is only going to be about your name, you need to decide how valuable is that going to be. Because if these large companies say that we don't want to have you in a job, but we would rather have you as a freelancer, then you might not have a large LinkedIn profile talking about the company that you're working in. You will end up talking about the freelance work that you're doing, because of which, if your personal brand is in place, you will end up nabbing a lot more projects on the go rather than waiting for employers to come back to you with the result of that interview that you gave. I want to say this, guys, AIs will not replace trusted experts. If you are somebody who's good, if you are somebody who has tamed AI, if you are somebody who found time to every day deliberately learn a little every day, whether it was 15 minutes of contribution or 2 hours of contribution or 6 hours of contribution, guys, whatever that is, let that add to your overall learning curve, because it is important that we master adaptability at this point of time, because you need to keep learning new AI driven skills, which are going to be the new norm in our workspaces, which is going to be the new norm in a learning environment, whether you are in a university or you are, looking for a job or you are already in a job. You need to start thinking like an entrepreneur. And this is something I say all the time, and I talk about digital entrepreneurship. I don't want to scare you guys to say, okay, jobs are not going to be there and you have to become an entrepreneur. No. When I say an entrepreneur can be of many types. You can be an intrapreneur. You can be part of a big company where you are driving a lot of ideas. There's a lot of ideation happening on a daily basis. You're coming up with new ideas of implementation, new ideas of project rollouts. And for that, you really, really need to be adept at the new technology which is taking up this workspace. It's really, really important for us. So for all of you who are preparing or who are ready to start preparing for a future which is going to be heavily focused on AI skills, AI adaptability, AI automations across different industries, you need to start thinking like an entrepreneur. Now, whether you are in a job right now or you are already an entrepreneur, guys, when I speak about digital entrepreneurship, I don't mean that you need to leave your job and become an entrepreneur and put everything on the line. No, it is about figuring out how you can upskill, how you can get skilled in this brand new workspace which is getting created. Because on one side, we see so much of struggle, so much of physicality of everything. And on the other side of the internet, there is so much of digital boom happening, guys, which is powered by AI. And that makes this entire episode, that makes this entire reason for making learning a priority, guys. We have to do this to stay ahead in the game. Now, whether you are employed or you are self-employed, start seeing opportunities beyond a job. Now, if you're already in a job, great, good for you. But that job might not be your breadwinner 10 years down the line or even 5 years down the line. So you don't know whether you will still be fit to be in that job or whether that company will shut down because of AI automation that company could not adopt in time. You don't know what is going to happen. So important will be building up your own personal brand and building up a whole brand new set of skills, just like going back to college where you had this renewed vigor, renewed excitement to get ready for the job market, to read new books, to learn about new things happening in the market. Guys, this is the time to get excited about it. However many years of industry time that you have spent at work, however many years of learning that you have undergone, please be ready to change, because a lot is going to change in the workspace. Now, there is also going to be high income skills which AI cannot replace, okay? And you need to figure out how do you master them. Now, an important question that we need to ask ourselves is what kind of skills are going to keep us relevant in the job market?